we end up putting on all these layers of skin, layers of denial about who we are. And we have to find places where we can peel off the layers. I can't imagine what's more important than learning how to be ourselves.
I heard that it was a lot of drag queens in the middle of the woods. It was a ramshackle old homestead, and that people made their own wine, cut their own firewood, and cobbled together their lives from this rural area. Nothing could have prepared me at all from the first minutes walking around in the front. And I thought I had seen a lot from being in New York and being in San Francisco and living in Philly. But really, it blew my mind.
Idyll is part of this much larger neighborhood. There's about 100 queers living in the backwoods of Tennessee in this area.
We got creeks and we got ridges, we got boys that don't wear breeches, and our home in Homo Holler, Tennessee.
Idyll being staged in this ultra-conservative right-wing area, the stronger bonds we build with them, the more accepting they are of people who look really different and act really different.
Kind of divide activism into the people who go out and chant and hold signs and the people who model a way of living. We're able to demonstrate that you can live comfortably and happily consuming so much fewer resources. We create our wealth and our happiness from our interrelations with each other.
Our work here is at least laying some groundwork for having a strong enough network, a well-organized enough network, a skilled enough network to actually come together. Creating a community that has radical notions of supporting people with different bodies and giving everyone a real sense of ownership over land. And not just consider it as having it, but increase a notion of stewardship.
There's dozens and dozens of people whose hands have touched the soil and nurtured these plants.
It encourages people to find their contribution, not because of a quota, without being told what to do or being paid, but because they want to, and they want to because they want to support the people they're living with.
We have made it through some pretty hard times. We're going to figure it out as a community, and we always do. We have such an extended family that reaches so far. People all over are stepping up and doing amazing things for this land. We're like a little part of the octopus, and then
we get to know each other best here by working together. A lot of queers, maybe they were too fey or too butch as a young kid to really get much attention over learning the things that they wanted to learn. And they can come to a place like Idyll that just has this wild array of skills and pick up something new. When I first came to Idyll, I brought all my tools with me. I was determined to fix something. I spent more time learning about how much I didn't know about how to live in the country. It's a lot of work all the time, every day, so you might as well have a great time at it.
You see the excitement in someone's eyes of trying something that they've been intimidated by.
Queer has a lot to do with challenging dominant conceptions and dominant constructions of what people should be and how they should be. I have been out working on construction projects and have had the strange visitor who has never been here before hear them walk by and say, "Was that a girl?" And of course, whoever happens to be around is like, first, don't assume it's a girl. Second, girls are carpenters too.
A lot of people move to rural environments with a very romanticized view of homesteading and cooking food and growing food and chopping wood, and then sometimes run into walls because we learn that some of the work is really hard. Seeing people learning to chainsaw wood and learning carpentry and then eating foods they've never eaten and hanging out by a bonfire at night watching the stars, and all this can happen in one day. Sometimes people's face light up and go, "Wow, thank you so much. I've never had a day like this before in my life."
This space changes a lot of people's lives. It changed mine, you know. It changed everyone who lives here.
The melody will dim the tongue to sparse the words.
They're all finding solidarity with each other. And I think that that is queer.
Following the many trails writ to veil the sudden